Good evening, my YouTube family. I hope everyone's doing well. It is Sunday already. The weekend just, as fast as it comes, it goes. It's hard to believe that the weekend is already coming to an end. It's about early evening here on the East Coast. It was a beautiful day, warm but beautiful. A few little thunderstorms, which were okay because you know what? The grass is so brown, even the poor cows are looking at it going, yeah, right, you expect us to eat this stuff? But so we desperately needed the rain. I popped out for a little me time and I ended up at Dollar Tree. I had such an awesome haul yesterday with all those sweets and treats and snacks and cereals. Oh my goodness. But I had to go out today and I was going right past one. I said, you know what? I'm just going to stop and see. Who knows? Maybe something new. And I found some more new. So every single item in this video, a buck and a coin. We're staying away from those red dots. However, I did pick up 4 items in the Crafter's Square department. These items are normally $1.25. I paid $1.25, but 3 of them have the red dot on them. 1 of them did not have the red dot, but they all rang up for a buck and a coin anyways. So I think there's just so much going on at Dollar Tree right now besides stacking the shelves, changing prices, having to could you just imagine putting those red dots on hundreds of thousands of items that are in the store? I mean, the sticker rolls are everywhere, and it's just like, oy vey, I couldn't even imagine doing that all day long. But anyways, the stores are kind of playing catch up. You know, they have new resets going on in the stores. Some stores are getting freezer sections. Some are getting all the new snack zones. So, you know, there's a lot going on. But most of the Dollar Trees now do have scanners. So if you're not sure, toss them under the scanner and you never know what you're going to find because sometimes things get missed. All right, so every item, a buck and a coin. All these items came from the same location throughout the Hudson Valley because that's where I'm at and that's pretty much where I shop. I'm in the Hudson Valley. I'm in Dutchess sometimes, Orange County. I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. And then, of course, when traveling, whether it's back and forth to drag strips or just traveling in general, I stop where I can, you know, when I see a store, I stop as well. All right, so hopefully Miss Cheryl checked in with me. She sent me a picture. We were texting, and it was like over 100 degrees in her car. Crazy ass weather. That's just crazy. I believe Miss Margot had mentioned a comment in one of my videos, I think yesterday, saying her knee is feeling much better. So we're very happy about that because she's back on full time at the Mousetrap. Miss Patty, I hope she will be with us maybe tomorrow night, possibly Tuesday the latest. We shall see. I've been keeping in contact with her as well, and hopefully she'll be back with us soon. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree. This is an item that is a brand name. They sell it at Lowe's. They sell it at Home Depot. If you're a homeowner and you sometimes need some of this foam sealant, which, you know, sometimes you'll get a crack around a pipe. Sometimes you'll get a gap around a pipe. You'll get a break in a seam. This exact brand sells for over $3.50 at Lowe's. I'm like, no way. So I grabbed a couple at Dollar Tree. This one is in the off-white. Yes, it's the off-white foam. They do come in different kinds, but there's the brand name right there. Great product and very useful for lots of things on the outside because as soon as you spray the foam, it hardens up and it expands. And it just has a lot of different uses. And if you can save some money at Dollar Tree, by all means. All right, this is something that was actually, we're going over to the aisle where you find all your pet stuff. This was on my wish list. I think there's several of these out and about. I'm not sure. I've never tried this before, but this is Friday's Dog Oodler Doodler 6-in-1 Dog Shampoo. It is veterinarian recommended, pet groomer adored, and made in the United States of America. It's 12 fluid ounces. There is what it looks like. Look at that funny cap. It looks like a sheepdog. Now, are you going to ask me if it has a seal? It absolutely does. I checked that right away because I don't want to go putting something on Miss Mia that, you know, may do any issues. This says it's good until June of 2026. So, yeah, it's got plenty of shelf life for sure. I thought these containers were hysterical. Mia gets a bath quite often, so I picked up 2 bottles of these. I want to say I thought I saw more, but I could be totally wrong. All right, I shared with you something from Bath and Body. No, not Bath and Body Works. I wish. I love Bath and Body Works. I wish I could share something from Bath and Body Works with all of you. But it's from Bed Bath and Beyond, which really they're not around here in New York anymore. I'm not sure where they are by you if you have them. I shared with you the liners for your pots and pans that go way more than $1.25 at Bed Bath & Beyond. These are Simply Essential. Again, this is a Bed Bath & Beyond brand. I'm going to share that information right there with you so you can see it. It's a set of 6 suction cups with treads, and they are BPA free, and they're bathtub treads. So if I go like this, you can see here they have all kinds of little suction cups in there. This is perfect for your bathtub. Instead of using like a big mat, maybe you just want to use a couple squares in a specific area for helping for slipping and wiping out. I remember one time I fell in the bathtub. Oh my God, I had a bruise on my leg. Honest to gosh, like this, up and down. I slipped and fell on the side of the tub, so I hit my thigh. It was horrible. Just one of my many falls that I've had. But anyways, I found it in this really cool gray. Then they had it also in this. This is like, to me, a creamy white. It's not white, it's more of like a light beige. But there's the 2 different ones I found. Not bad, again, by Bed Bath & Beyond. So all these stores that are unfortunately not going to be with us anymore, like Party City, Bed Bath & Beyond, you know, they're liquidating their stuff and it's ending up at the Dollar Tree. So we're the ones that are making out on the deal. All right, this I found in the aisle where you get all your Band-Aids and things like that. This is called Pro Foot. It's a pain relief patch. You're going to get 3 different pain relief patches. It says it's got a cooling effect. They do have menthol in there, camphor in there, and a word I can't even pronounce in there, so I'm not going to try. But it says if you're not 100% satisfied, you can get your money back. Yeah, for sure. These are good until October of 2026. There's what they look like. So if you ever have issues with your foots, you know, maybe this will be something you would pack, put in your car, put in your backpack. You know, I don't know. I'm not going to knock it. Every now and then I do get these like weird cramps. I have a very high arch in my foot, and I get these like weird cramps in the arch. It's like weird. I don't know what it is. All right, over to the aisle where you find your notebooks. Just a couple to share with you. I'm guilty. I got 2 of the same one here because that one was just too cute. All right, these are all spiral bound. They're just, the sticker situation pisses me off, but this pisses me off even more. So this is actually, it's not a sticker at all. It's in the actual cardboard. But I would just cover that up with another sticker. It is what it is, spiral bound. I just thought that was cool. I like the cutout. So basically, here is the actual front page. It's just simple lined paper, but it's fun. So got me that one. They also had this one, which I thought was just so pretty. And it says, Think Different. By the way, besides being spiral bound, you're going to get 50 sheets in each one. I really don't know who makes this. It doesn't tell me. But the sheets are, if I round it off, 7 by 8. Again, here's the one for this one. Kind of cool. And last but not least, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I was outside working in the yard before I came in. I just think this is so fun, so I had to have 2 of those. Isn't that adorable? The donut and the cupcake. Again, when you open up the actual front cover, there's the sheet itself, and then it's just regular old paper on the inside. But I keep my notebook here because I write my shopping list and I do all that. All right, in makeup, they didn't have a whole lot going on, but I did find one thing that was on my wish list, and I was shocked that I found it. I'm not going to show you that first. I'm going to show you this first. This is by Spa Bella. It's a memory foam anti-stress therapy eye pillow. And it is engineered to relieve pressure on your eyes. Comfortable adjustable band. Memory foam conforms to your face for total darkness. They had this one in jet black, and it's like really puffy too. Shall we check this out? Yeah, why not? Let's check it out. Let me get my scissors. This would be nice to put in a Christmas stocking. Oh my gosh. This is like a mini bra for my sister. Well, it probably would fit her. This is, of course I have to drop it, because what kind of video would it be if I didn't drop something? Look at all the foam in there. Oh my gosh. I would probably wear it like that because you look like a space alien. Then you've got this really big adjustable band with lots of stretch, and then you can make it different. Now, I found them in this jet black. They also had them in like a sapphire blue and in a white. So I opted for the black, of course. I'm going to try it on. Let me see. Okay, so the foam definitely goes over, but like I see light right through here my nose. Maybe I don't have it right. I don't know. Let's try it the other way. I kind of like it the way this way. Looks like it's more fun. Yeah, that's more fun. Actually, there's less light coming in the reverse way, but you guys know what I'm talking about here, right? So I thought that was really cool. It's very soft, very plushy. All right, now that I'm messing up my hair, moving on. They had in the makeup aisle these soaps, which I thought was funny, but they also had them in the aisle where you get all your soaps. This is by a company that's made here in America, and it is called vivasbeauty.com. These soaps smell so good. This first one is shea butter, rosemary extract, jojoba oil, and apricot seeds. They're 4.25 ounce bars. Lovely bars of soap. They are all wrapped in plastic. And there they are. They've got a wonderful smell. I found 3 different ones. So that one, the next one I found is aloe vera, oat kernel flour, and pumice. The same company. I like to try different soaps. I have to be careful. That one's a pretty lavender. Oh, they smell so good because I do have sensitive skin. The last one that I came across is shea butter, olive oil with vitamin E oil. I bet this one's going to be a greenish color. Well, a little bit. More like yellowish green. They all smell absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to try them. All right, so I showed you 2 of these the other night, and I said, look what's making a comeback. I wonder if they're going to have the green ones. And yes, they're circling back around again. So they have the yellow ones, and I found the green ones. They're by BioPure, and you're going to get 20 in each package. You have a little lobster claw clasp that holds this on. Completely removable. You could hook something of your own on there. When you open the top lid, just look for the silver. As long as you see that, they have not been opened yet. Once they're opened and all used, you can re-roll your own and stick them in there, because I've done it and it works fantastic. It's totally up to you. All right, this is something that was on my wish list. I did not think I was going to find these, because I thought, no, these are going to hit the shelves and be gone with it. But I was extremely fortunate, and like I said, when I walked in, I wasn't really feeling it, but I felt it. I felt it when I walked down makeup, and I was like, what? I got so excited. So, granted, some of these colors are going to be like off the hook, right? So, this is by Beauty Creations Remy Circus Clown Eyeshadow Palette. Feel the thrills. Yeah, well, wait till you see some of these colors and you're going to say, yeah, the reason why they're calling it a circus palette. But, I mean, seriously, for the buck and a coin, there's a lot of colors here I will use. There's a lot of colors here that can be mixed, and this is just too cute. So here is the inside. Here's the actual case, the sleeve it comes in, and then here is the actual palette itself. It's a nice palette. Now, I believe you're going to get smacked with a mirror. Yeah, but it's not too bad. Do you see the inside where it's got like all these balloons, and that's where you would put your makeup on? So let me just block that for a moment. And then I want to show you these colors. First, it has this piece of plastic. Let me take that off because that's going to leave a glare. But look at the colors. Oh my goodness. I think there is definitely something here for everyone. Jeez, this would be awesome for a young lady or whomever for something for Christmas to put away. I'm really curious how much these ended up going for. But, so I got one for myself, one for my daughter. And then I have, oh, I don't know. Are we ever going to make it up that subscriber list? I don't know. Alrighty, so yeah, that was on my wish list. Got super, super excited about that. A couple sweets. This is a repeat because I'm such a sucker for these, and I probably chew half a box at a time. But I did pick myself up some more of the little bits and pieces of the bubble gums. And then I saw this Mike and Ike, and I don't recall. It doesn't say new, and I'm not trying to say it's new, but I don't recall this flavor. It's called Berry Blast. The flavors are wild berry, blue raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, and peach berry. Man, I'd be slamming every one of those for sure. This is a 4.25 ounce box, so I got myself one of them. Now, the item that I had mentioned that was $1.25, now they're $1.50. Mine all rang up for $1.25. However, a couple of them have red dots, and one didn't. But like I said, they all ring up anyways. But use those scanners. That's what they're there for. All right, this is like a whole new level of diamond painting. I love diamond painting. I have a gorgeous diamond painting from one of my subscribers many years ago. I have it over in my closet here. This is so cool and perfect for stockings. It's a diamond painting coaster. It's a coaster. You're going to get every single thing that you're going to see back here inside this package. And then look at that coaster. As soon as I saw that, besides of thinking of a Ferris wheel, I was thinking of a kaleidoscope. Inside of a kaleidoscope, I was like, oh yeah. So there was this one. I also found, now see how they have that red dot there? That stupid red dot. But again, they all rang up anyway, so it didn't matter. I was willing to pay the $1.50 because I think they're worth it. Diamond painting things can be very expensive. And again, you're getting everything. So I have 2 more designs to share with you, and they're beautiful. I think even with the stones not on them, they're pretty. But we have this one here. Look at that. I love that one. This is my favorite. And then last but not least, this one here. Look at that. They're all made, again, like I said, by Crafter Square. You're going to get all of the contents that you see. It's kind of all, there you go. There's the back of the packaging. You can see all the beads are separated out. You're going to get a tray, instructions, how each bead goes on each item. And yeah, I definitely feel you have to have some patience and be able to see these small little flecks because some of the little dots can be pretty small. Alrighty. None of the girls rode by. Well, it might be dinner time or they might be drinking already or playing bingo. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Let me know if you saw something in this video. I didn't forget, we're going to be making, yes, I'm going to be making some of those yummy little cakes, the funnel cakes. I'll probably be videoing it tomorrow, so I didn't forget about that. It's just been really too warm to really cook too much in the house. So, yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. As always, the time goes by just too darn fast, but I so enjoy my me time. A big hug from me to all of you, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.